morning, everyone. I'm Alessandro Vagnini, Product Manager of BTS, and today I'm here with Professor Javier Martinez Gramaje of the University Cardinal Herrera de Valencia. Hi, Javier. Thanks to be here, and thanks to your collaboration.
Okay, thank you very much, Alessandro. Welcome to the webinar about the run analysis with GWalk and the run protocol. My name is Professor Javier Martinez Gramaje, and I am coordinator at the Research Laboratory in Motion Analysis at the University CEU Cardinal Herrera in Valencia, Spain. GWalk is a small inertial sensor composed of 3 parts: accelerometer, gyroscope, and a triaxial magnetometer. The sensor is placed exactly in each one with a Velcro elastic belt. We have experience in different fields with the use of the GWalk. In research, we have used the sensor as a tool to check the para-triathletes run in a project in collaboration with Agitos Foundation, International Triathlon Union, and BTS Engineering. The project was titled the Para-Triathlon Evidence-Based Classification System, and it allowed to create the classification system in para-triathlon to be Paralympic sport in the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. As an example about the use of GWalk in this project, you can see 2 athletes in the same sport class, PTS 5. But we need to know if exist or not differences between them during running, because one of them use a prosthesis leg and the other not. With the sensor, we can know the symmetry index during running according to the accelerometer and compare them with the able-bodied athletes if this difference is significant or not. In this field, also we have worked in 2 doctoral theses to establish the reliability of the GWalk and the reference data according to the spatial temporal parameters and pelvis kinematic during running at the run protocol. These academic works are available in these links. In this field, we have used the sensor in teaching, especially. We have used the GWalk and innovation teaching project in a physiotherapy students at university, titled Prevention and Promotion of Health Through Exercise. In the clinical area, we are using the GWalk in combination with FreeMG during walk and run analysis at the Research Laboratory in Motion Analysis. But what kind of information show us the GWalk at run protocol? This is the results report, and it's divided into 3 parts. The first part is according to the information of the patients and the parameters of the trial as analysis duration, running distance, cadence, stride length, run cycle duration, symmetry index, and the spatial temporal parameters as stance and swing phase duration, float phase duration, and the propulsion speed, in this case for each lower limb. The system gives us the same information about the spatial temporal parameters, but expressed in graphs. The second part of the report is according to the accelerometer graphs to know the symmetry index during running. The red graphs representing the average of the left stride according to the vertical component of the acceleration, and green graph representing the right side. This kind of graphs allow us, for example, how is the contact of the foot with the floor. In this image representing the heel stick running and the image down representing the forefoot running. Observe the differences between graphs during the stance phase. The third part of the report is about the pelvis kinematic data during running. The graphs show us the reference wave in gray color is this. According tilt, obliquity, and pelvic rotation, and in different color appear the kinematic wave of the athlete. In 2017, we carried out research to establish the reference data for the run protocol with the G-Walk. The results allow us to know the spatial temporal parameters for men and women and the kinematic pelvis movement during running, specifically in this protocol. Now, I will explain an example of the strategies of biomechanical compensation during running when there is an asymmetry between lower limb using the G-Walk in the case of a triathlete. The athlete has pain in her left hip during running, and she has got her right femur 0.88 millimeters shorter than the left femur. She has got left ilium in a posterior position and right ilium in an anterior position. On the other side, both knees are non-alinear in the frontal plane. According to the results of the G-Walk, the spatial temporal parameters are right, but exist small differences during propulsion speed, being lower at the right foot due to the overpronation during loading response. According to the pelvic kinematic during stance phase, her pelvis is in tilt posterior when the left foot is in contact with the floor. Most probably, her left ilium is blocked and not allow the tilt anterior during this phase. During loading response, the right foot increases the pronation, and consequently the pelvis rise little in obliquity, and it externally rotated very quickly due to the shorter length of the right femur. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Thanks.
Thank you, Javier, for your very professional and beautiful presentation. I want to thank you also for your collaboration, and I want to thank you all to attend this webinar. See you very soon at the next webinar. Thank you again. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.